So I'd say three biggest changes or improvements in this model would be your EH controls, obviously. That's a departure from pilot to EH. Attachment compatibility. I'm gonna have an updated cabin, so new monitor, touchscreen, Bluetooth, as well as some of the features allowed by the EH controls, like the return to dig, boom height limit, 2-speed travel, all of those extra features in there will probably be the three biggest things.
Want to put some extra horsepower behind your operations? Click the link below to subscribe to Equipment World's daily newsletter for the latest construction equipment news, trends, and reviews.
So this is our newest radial lift loader. It's the Takeuchi loader, 11,000 pounds. The R means radial, and it's a Series 3. So we'll go through some of those features here in a minute, what that Series 3 means. But this is a high flow unit. It's offered in both high flow and standard flow unit. High flow is up to 40 gallons per minute of flow, 3,480 PSI. I guess while we're right here looking at the side, nice convenience here, full battery access. So if you need to remove the battery, you can do that right out the side. Before, in the traditional track loader, you have to pull that battery out the back, fish it by the radiator. Now you can access the battery right here. Actually, all of our track loaders now have it, but this one has it as well. So a little different undercarriage on this unit. Still traditional track loader undercarriage. Double flange track roller in the back, but with this one now you have a double flange track roller up front. Greatly improves ride quality, much less noise and vibration, especially in the cab. So double flange up front, and each station of your track rollers as well here, still permanent face seals, fully sealed, and now all of them are triple flange track rollers. So that's gonna help with detracking, or less susceptible to detracking. Radial lift design, I talked about that a little bit. Radial is going to give you better bucket breakout and lift arm forces, so grading and dirt work. So if you're looking for a landscaping machine, site prep machine, anything like that, this is going to be your go-to for that. So up front, some of the changes we've made, we've brought this cross member, we've lowered it, we put a see-through step on here, gives you better visibility out here. One thing Takeuchi's known for is being purpose-built. This will never be a skid steer, it'll always be a track loader. So we don't have to design around putting tires on this. That's why you'll see our loader arms are straight up and down. Our door frames have larger openings because they don't have to curve in. If this is going to be a dual use tub, then it has to come, the loader arms have to come in so you can put a tire on it. So that keeps our rear pins and bushings in line in the back, so extends the life of those as well. It also gives us a lot higher ground clearance. So you're looking at 12.5, 12.8 on this inches of ground clearance. What we do in the front too is adjustable loader arm stops. These are functional loader arm stops. You can see them on this unit right here. So these are adjustable loader arm stops, and they actually meet with the loader arms. So they're taking all of that shock and load and pushing it through the tub of this frame. So it's taking that shock off of your cylinders. One thing Takeuchi does different as well is what we call negative dig. So with these loader arm stops, it'll actually allow that bucket to dig below the grade of the tracks without having to reposition or porpoise your bucket as you're going. So that's a nice feature. Some guys love it for back dragging, lets you put a lot more down pressure on the back of the heel of that bucket and be able to back drag better. So continuing, I guess, with the new upgrades on this, if you look up top, before the brow up top now has LED lights in it, and it's replaceable, so it's bolt-on. So instead of having to weld on your ROPS unit, potentially, messing up the certification for your ROPS, that bolts on and off. So that's always one of the things is damaged first. Everybody deems that and dents that. Resale on these machines, we have some of the highest resale in the industry. When you get ready to resell it, a good freshen up, new tracks, replace that. It goes a long way with, making that machine look a lot newer. We talked a little bit about auxiliary hydraulics. So as you look here, this is a high flow unit. So you're gonna have 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. So you have two circuits. 1/2 inch is gonna give you 23 gallons per minute. And the high flow will give you 40 gallons per minute. And 14 pin connector is standard. Something different about this machine than our previous generations of Series 2, this has 9 live pins in it. So when you get ready to use something like the coal planer over there, you have 8 pins to be able to run 4 full functions. It can run all 4 with those 8 pins, and then you still have an extra pin if you need to run like a water tank or anything. So not many attachments out there that can't be fully run using this new system. It also has detent on every pin too, so if you're running any kind of attachment where you need to keep something on, like a water kit, you can detent that and not have to hold that button down. So nice feature there too. One thing up front too, you notice here is a safety feature. We put this on all of ours. You don't see that on a lot of guys, but when your hoses are attached, it disables your quick connect. That way, if you pull up, disconnect your quick attach, you can't drive off with your hoses. So you have to take your hoses off before you can disconnect. So another thing Takeuchi does differently is we have a roll-up door. A lot of other manufacturers have a regular closed door. With this, you can run it up or down, and you can always open it regardless of loader arm position. So if there is an emergency and these loader arms are up, you can always get out of this machine. We have a very large egress point in the back as well. I think we probably have the largest window to be able to get out the back too in case of emergency. So 2 egress points in case of emergency. And it's nice if you're on a job site and you do want, it's nice weather out, or you want to talk to an operator in a hole, you can have that up and still operate the machine. So nice feature there. In this unit, you'll see a 8-inch touchscreen monitor now. So it's Bluetooth ready. You can make phone calls from this unit. There's a new function key in there, which you hit one button and it gives you all of your features. So some of them will be, you can change your pattern in the cab from ISO to H pattern. You can do your ride height, so the boom adjust height in the cab, self-level up and down. Our angle sensor provides several other features. That's an optional feature that gives you that self-level return to dig. It has auto 2-speed in this, so if the RPMs drop to a certain amount and you're in rabbit, it'll automatically put you in turtle until that load's lifted off the engine, and then it'll start going again. So a lot of new features that you can do through this monitor, all one touch. Optional, standard for high flow, but optional for the other two is 270 camera. So it's going to come standard with a rear view camera. The 270 camera is an option unless it's a high flow. So it would be standard on that piece of equipment. EH controls, that's obviously the big difference in this. Traditionally, we've been known for pilot controls, which have been great. We've worked on these until I feel like we've got it basically dialed into what a pilot machine feels like. As you look towards the future though, attachment compatibility and integrating attachments with the machine, you need to have an EH option. So this is our first EH option, and that's what that kind of brings to the market. It also lets you adjust the sensitivity of your loader arms, how quickly you want them to move, as well as your travel speed as well, and how quickly the machine responds. So large lockable service hood in the rear, all heavy duty steel construction. You can see our door. You can just tell it's heavy duty still, overbuilt. Large side-by-side cooling package. So this is your radiator, hydraulic cooler, and intercooler all in one. It's not stacked, so it gives you better airflow across it. It pulls clean air in from the front and out through the rear. But without moving this, 2 19mm bolts, you can swing this out if you do need to get back there to work. But without removing it, you have access to all your daily service points. So you have battery access here if you needed to jump it. You have fuel water separator, dual element air cleaner, fuel filter, engine oil fill, and dipstick here. So you can hit all of your key points without pulling this out. So easy to service, easy to hit the things that we want you to be checking daily, all easy to do without using a tool.
For more videos like this, click the playlist on the screen now.